Sir, very happy afternoon to all.
Happy afternoon, sir.
My dear lovable students, we are nearing to the examination. We are on date 12. So in this month, we can say that we are pending with some 18 days. And if you are going to write only G2, you will be having a 10 days gap. On what day your G2 exams are starting? Day 10th. So 28 days, round off to 25 days. The next 25 days are pending. But don't think that only 25 days are there. 25 days are there. Every day you can add around 5 to 6 mark or 8 mark into your pocket. That itself can add so much value addition. So without having any confusion, proceed further. Many students have requested to me that, sir, please, we want same direct tax plan. We want an IDT 12 days plan. So I have prepared that plan. I thought of uploading this plan after Ramzan. So today I am uploading the 12 days plan. This is how you are supposed to be. Sir, move forward. Sir, part A, part N and part M. In part A, day 1, do the supply because that is a basic, section 7. Then from the assessment area, assessment and audit, you go through. How you have to go through? You go through my chart book plus immediately the book back ICI questions, illustrations and book backs. That's it. And from this area, from 7 to 53, 100 questions has been solved. And I have uploaded as marathon and I have already given you the workbook, my dear lovable students. So that CA final workbook, I am talking about this indirect tax CA final workbook. In this 200 questions are there. Out of that 100 question, you solve it by yourself or see the marathon lecture, complete that 100 question. From this part, 100 questions are there. This we have uploaded as part 2 marathon. You can refer that if you need, or otherwise you solve it from this area. And the third one is customs. So day number 1, you do supply and assessment and audit and levy and exemption of customs. Day number 2, again complete the supply. Since you are starting, you start it little slowly. Then inspection, search, seizure and arrest and types of duty in the customs. This part we have done and this part we have done. Charge of GST section 9, section 5, 9353, all those stuffs. And accounts and records a very small area. And demand you do and classification of import and export of goods. Then place of supply. From the place of supply, this time a huge expected 10 mark question is going to come. A recovery and valuation rules, a sure shot 5 to 6 mark area for examination. Then again I have given more time for place of supply. Place of supply, after that liability to pay in certain circumstances. Then you have to do the customs valuation. Sit and solve the customs valuation. Then exemptions, which is A to Z, which is a bulky area, my dear lovable students. Then offences and penalties, very important slot for examination. Sir, from IDT, they will be testing a lot from offences and penalty and revise the valuation rules of customs. Tax invoice, revise. Then you do debit note, the tax invoice, debit note and credit note. Then you do time of supply because time of supply and tax invoice, debit note and credit note are related. Then my dear lovable students, do the appeals and revisions. Appeals and revisions plays a very major role. Then import procedure, which are very easy part. Value of supply plus valuation rules. From valuation rules, you can expect question for examination. Revise again appeals and revision part and revise the export procedure. Then registration, a 4 to 6 mark area for examination. Then advanced ruling, a 4 mark area will come. And warehousing, a 4 mark area will come from the customs. ITC and job work provision, a very important part for examination. 25 mark will come from that chapter alone. ITC and job work provision. So it is a very beautiful chapter. If you are skipping ITC and job work, then you are skipping the indirect tax. Don't do that foolishness. Sir, You have to be very thorough with the ITC and job work provision. I'm expecting a 20 mark minimum from that chapter, which may extend up to 25 mark. The recommendation is you should mandatorily complete all the lectures what is available in the YouTube. Don't take a chance in ITC. If you are taking a chance, that means you are taking a chance in IDT. Because the first big 14 mark question itself will be from the ITC. So go through all the question, very important part. Then my dear lovable students, miscellaneous provision, a 4 mark question will be coming, and refund, a 2 mark question will be coming from the refund part of the customs. Then again you do ITC and job work provision, a refund and import export GST, another 4 mark question may come, and here you have to revise the FTP of the customs. With regard to the basic part, returns, a 4 mark question, like mainly QRMP scheme, nothing more, nothing less. Then e-way bill, a 4 mark question will be coming examination. Payment of tax will be asked as the first question. They won't ask it as a separate question. Computation of GST payable, a 14 mark question. Sometimes that computation of GST payable will be replaced by the ITC question. Then a 14 mark question will be booked for ITC. And somewhere they will be asking another 8 to 10 mark. Huge chance is there this time to ask like that. A refund, import and export, I have given 2 days, and FTP, a 5 mark, 4 mark to 5 mark. I expect 4 mark question because the weightage has been reduced from 25 to 20 mark in customs. And daily try to do 1 computation of GST payable question and 1 case scenario of GST. This is how you have to, in 1 day, focus on 7 to 53 part, 54 to 140 part, and 1 topic from customs. If you are doing like this, you will be able to complete at least 1 time study plan, my dear lovable students, those who are writing for both the group. Or those who are writing only second group, they will be getting time for 2 times. Once you like this timetable, okay, this is feeling better, this is giving me an outline of how to prepare IDT, then stick on this plan. Stick with any 1 teacher plan or 1 plan which is created by you. If you are keep on changing the plan on a day-to-day basis, that means after you start 1 day, if you lose the interest over 5th day, what you are going to achieve? So you just analyze, this is a plan created by myself. There is no need that this should suit everyone. If it is suiting you, you have an analysis. If it is suiting you, I should be the God for indirect tax for you. That's it, this attempt we are going to move forward with this. Then don't waste your time on any other thing. Try to achieve, because in the last 20-30 days, if you are spending your majority of the time in planning and if you are losing to execute, that means you are killing yourself. If this is not set for you, online I am saying ignore this. Whatever set for you, choose it. I am saying my plan, ignore it. But if it is what? Sets for you, my dear lovable students, this should be the plan for this May. Crack this examination, and if you are feeling this as useful, share your happiness in the comments. Then we can change accordingly in the coming sessions, my dear lovable students. So I am wishing you all the very best. Even we are scheduling some marathons, some revision sessions and revision part, and here and there any topic you need the revision which we have not taken care. So altogether I am wishing you all the very best. If you are going to write both the groups, then in the coming days, this also I just want to add in this plan, both the group or single group, still you are having another 18 days of time. Last 5 days, 4 to 5 days, exclusively you give for FR, then your first exam will be a blockbuster. Minimum 4 days you give exclusively for FR, then you will be having a blockbuster. So 18 days from here, from the day on which I am recording the video, which is on 12, plus another 3 days when your examination start, first, second. So 1 day, so nearly you take it as 18 days itself. In that 18 days, if you are giving 3 days exclusively for FR, the remaining 15 days you split into 2 parts. Half a day you study one group and half a day you study another group. Don't study the whole group for the entire days. Half a day you prepare for G1, remaining half a day you prepare for G2. In that, prepare for direct tax and indirect tax very well, my dear lovable students. Since the examination has been declared unexpectedly, even we are doing all the videos live, because not even the virtual students or the class students should not feel any sort of difficulty to wait it to process. That's why we are directly giving on live. But if you are writing only second group, my dear lovable students, solve as much as possible. Give all the subject the same weightage. Start studying the IBS. Complete the IBS as quick as possible. Study at least 3 hours per day DT and at least 3 hours per day IDT and 3 hours per day IBS. So split your time. Ensure that at least 9 hours you are studying. Don't sit with only DT. Don't sit with only IDT. That's a very wrong plan. You study like this. Don't study like this. Ensure that all the uploaded videos are done before your examination, because since it is important only, we are recording even at the edge of the classes. So I hope that if you are feeling this timetable is comfortable for you, stick on it, follow it, make it a grand success. And if you are following the videos, comment that we are following. That gives a sense that whether you are following or not, that will encourage us to do more and more videos. We'll meet in the ANM Awards, my dear lovable students. I'm wishing you all the very best. Follow this timetable if you like and if it is useful. Till that, thank you.